Let's go. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 2016 Toyota Classic Men's Basketball Tournament. Mike Ritchie, Mark Walls, Kevin Ritchie, Scott Willard with you tonight, bringing you the basketball action. Second game of the night. This game features the Saunders New York Blue Devils. Head coach Anthony Nicodemo brings his team into the tournament from New York. 8-4 record on the season. They'll take on Wayne County. Wayne County, the runner-up in last year's tournament that took Scott County down to the wire. They have a record of 11-6 this year. Head coach Rodney Woods. They're out of the 48th District, 12th Region. And Mark, first let's look at Saunders. Head coach Anthony Nicodemo, second time in the tournament. They were here 2 years ago. When you look at their lineup, Mark, they've got some good-looking athletes, don't they, when you look at them?
Well, they do, and they're led by Derek Felder, the 6'2", 180-pound senior, averaging almost 20 points a game. He's committed to Concordia College, and I think everything's going to run through him. I'm really kind of interested to watch this game as it develops because they look very athletic in warm-up. So without knowing a whole lot about them, I would guess that they would like to play up-tempo. We'll see if that pans out. But like I said, they do look good in warm-ups. They pass the eye test for sure.
Now, you talk about Anthony Miller. He's a 5'9 senior, averaging 12 points, 5 rebounds. You mentioned Derek Fielder at 19.8 points, 9 rebounds. Von Dross Linden, number 10, the 6'6 senior, Mark, averaging 9.7 points, 8 rebounds a ball game. And then Sean Bresnan, a 6'2 sophomore, averaging 5.8 points a ball game. Saunders, New York, comes in shooting 46.5% from the field on the season. They'll take on Wayne County. Wayne County, one of the legendary coaches in the state of Kentucky, University of Tennessee alumni, Rodney Woods. Been at Wayne County a long time, does a great job. He has control of the program. They let him do what he wants. He does it the right way. And Wayne County, always a good, well-coached, fundamentally sound basketball team. Tough, not the record they're used to seeing, though. They're 11-6 on the season. They lost last Tuesday against Rockcastle County, 63-62. But when you look at them, Mark, the first name that comes up is Trey Blevins, number 20, a 6-foot senior guard, averaging almost 23 points a ball game, a little over 4 rebounds. He's kind of the straw that stirs the drink, so to speak, for them.
Yeah, and Trey made a name for himself in last year's Toyota Classic in that championship game against Scott County. He really kept Wayne County in the game and actually had them ahead there late in the fourth quarter. Teamed well with Peyton Woods, Coach Woods' son, who's now playing college basketball. But like I said, he came in and Trey Blevins was kind of challenged and said, we're going to kind of try to control Peyton and we're going to make you beat us. And he about did for Wayne County.
So Corey Stearns is another leader for Wayne County, 16.9 points a ball game, 4.6 rebounds. And the rebounding machine for them is number 30, Jackson Baker, at 7.8, and number 25, Nick Gillespie. He's a 6'6 senior. Pretty much both of them averaging right around 8 rebounds a ball game. Now the starting lineup first for Saunders, New York. Head coach Anthony Nicodemo at one starting spot. Number 4, Anthony Miller, a 5'9 senior. The other starter, number 5, Derek Fielder. He's a 6'2 senior. The third starter in the lineup, Von Dross Linden. He's a 6'6 senior. A 6'3 senior, number 12, Nico Patiris. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 24, a 6'2 sophomore, Sean Bresnan. That's a starting lineup for head coach Anthony Nicodemo. Beat the storm in. This is probably nothing for New Yorkers, but it's going to put us pretty much at a standstill if we get what they say under Mark.
Yeah, they're going to really see how backwards Kentucky is when it gets a little bit of snow. Like I said, this is just a drop in the bucket for what they're used to seeing, but it'll pretty much shut Central Kentucky down if we get that 14 to 16 inches that could roll in here by travel time, commute time in the morning, Mike.
So the starting lineup first for Wayne County, number 30, Jackson Baker, is a 6'3 sophomore. Also starting number 23, Corey Stearns, a 6'2 senior, averaging 17 points a ball game. The big man in the middle, the 6'6 senior, number 25, Nick Gillespie, 8 points, 8 rebounds. Starting at guard, number 22, Logan Brett, a 6'1 junior. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 20, Trey Blevins. He's a 6-foot senior, averaging 22.8 points, 4.1 rebounds for head coach Rodney Woods. and his Wayne County Cardinals. So, Mark, we've seen Wayne County. We kind of know what they're going to do. What's Saunders going to have to do to come out with a victory here tonight?
Well, I think what they're going to try to do, and again, this is speculation until we kind of see the flow of the game, but I think they're going to want to pressure Wayne County. The thing when you play a Rodney Woods coach team, Mike, you're going to have to beat them because they're going to be fundamentally sound. They're not going to throw the ball all over the place, so you're really going to have to get after them defensively. And like we said, passing the eye test, I really think you're going to want to see the New York team play an up-tempo, so kind of anxious to see that because I think Wayne County's going to want to control the tempo a little bit more. Than just rip and run.
So we're going to talk to head coach Anthony Nicodemo. Hard to see the numbers, but Saunders gets the tip, throws it out of bounds off the hands of Potiris. So the first turnover of the ball game. Basketball in the hands now of Wayne County. Number 20, Trey Blevins on the dribble. There's the dump pass into Gillespie, intercepted by Derek Fielder. He's on the bounce, running the point for the Blue Devils.
Wayne County in the traditional man-to-man.
Miller, elbow jumper, good. Didn't take Anthony Miller very long.
Left-hander looked good on that. And again, they're picking up about three-quarter court. Looks like a little 2-2-1, full court, three-quarter press for the New York team.
There's a deflection from Fielder, out of bounds. It'll stay with Wayne County. Sean Bresnan at the point of that press. Didn't really catch Wayne County by surprise, but you didn't expect it to, did you, Mark?
No. You expect, and Wayne County starters are very, very seasoned. They're juniors and seniors, all basically pretty much four seniors, I believe. So I don't think you're going to catch them off guard. I think what you got to do if you're New York, get into their bench.
Bresnan on the drive. Gillespie there to cause interference and gets the rebound over to Stearns. Corey Stearns on the bounce from the left side into the paint, swings it over to Brett. Logan Brett back to Trey Blevins. He lets the two-pointer go. And the rebound in the hands of Vondros Lennon. I hope I get that name right.
Wayne County did a pretty good job of transition back from offense to defense right there.
Glad to have our listeners from up in New York. I know Coach Nicodemo said he was going to tweet out that we were bringing the broadcast live for them. Glad to bring them the ball game. I know it's a long trip from New York, so glad to see their fans being able to watch the ball game, and like to welcome the fans from Wayne County as well. As Britt misses the shot, and the rebound in the hands of Anthony Miller. Left side to Lennon. Lennon, long strides he had, didn't he, Mark?
He covered a lot of ground in a few steps.
So Derek Fielder at the top of the key, being checked by Corey Stearns.
And he just looks like an athlete.
Yeah, Fielder blocked on the way up. They're going to say foul on the floor. It's going to be the first foul of the ball game. Foul's going to be on number 30, Jackson Baker. That'll be his first, team first. 2-0 is the score. Saunders with the lead. Felder on the drive. Now the lead's at 4.
Now they extend that 2-2-1, Mike, so they're going to make Wayne County work the ball up the floor.
Jackson Baker at the point. And there's the turnover. Felder gets it. He's got Bresnan on the right, and he goes to him.
Kick.
Layup no good. Felder with the tip no good. Another tip no good, and Nick Gillespie comes out with it. They had the shot they wanted. Just couldn't get it to fall. Gillespie inside. They're going to say foul on the floor. It's going to be on number 24, Sean Bresnan. That'll be his first for the 6'2 sophomore. That'll be the team's first as well. Good officials, as usual. Jerry Pickle, Kenny Gant, and Mr. Chris Turley.
And look for Wayne County to try to take advantage of a matchup that they think's in their favor. They'll pull 4 out and post any player. It doesn't necessarily have to be the big man.
Blevins on the drive, no good. Nick Gillespie with the rebound. Over to Stearns. Stearns drives left side. Back out to Gillespie, and there's the pressure from Bresnan. Out of bounds. Good hustle, good defense there by Sean Bresnan. One thing we've seen already, the team from New York, they're athletic and quick. 5:20 to go. 4-0 is your score. Glad you could join us for the 2016 Toyota Classic. Felder up in the air, gets it to Bresnan. Left side three from the baseline.
Wow. Good looking
Sean
shot.
Bresnan. Averaging 6 points a ball game. The 6'2 sophomore, already half of that after one shot. Jackson Baker gets it across over to Blevins, who goes to Stearns. Stearns misses the shot. Rebound in the hands of Lennon.
In that situation, you had one rebounder for Wayne County, Nick Gillespie. Everybody else was on the outside looking in.
Lennon free throw jumper, no good. Gillespie with it, and the foul is going to be on number 5, Derek Fielder. His first, team second. And Mark, up to this point, Wayne County has no answer for Saunders. Saunders up 7-0. Coach Nicodemo has his team ready to play. Blevins
there
with the three. Left side three-pointer for Trey Blevins.
Historically, Wayne County shoots the ball too well for you to think them to continue to miss some good looks. And they've had some good looks, Mike. Just unable until that three to get the ball to go through the hoop.
7-3 is the score. 4:15 to go in the first quarter. Glad you could join us here on the Scott County Sports Network, bringing you all the games that we can in the Toyota Classic. Bresnan tries to go back-to-back. Jackson, he does. 6 points for Sean Bresnan. As the guys on the bench loaded up a little bit. They thought it was a timeout.
Yeah, net got hung. Coach Dennison's hung brand new nets for the tournament, as always. Wayne County going to have to do a little bit better job of matching up with Bresnan. That's two threes in a row from that left corner.
Brett with the turnover, and Williams, watch speed. God almighty. Give him 4. Blevins out to the leaker. Brett out of control. Gillespie gets the putback and answers.
Nice job with the big man.
Nick Gillespie. Give him his first 2. 12-5 is the score. Williams to Lennon. Lennon around Baker and blocked by Gillespie. Saved in by Brett. Off of
Von Dross Lennon. You normally don't want to throw it in under the other team's basket, but he threw it into the New York player who was standing out of bounds. So nice play there. Heads-up play by Wayne County.
Into the ball game, 4. Wayne County. Number 31, Clay Shelton, the 6'1 sophomore. Gillespie with the putback. No good this time. Baker with the rebound. Fouled on the way up. Fouls on number 24, Sean Bresnan. That's his second, Mark. Team third.
Yeah. Bad combination. Hit your first 2 threes and then pick up 2 quick fouls. Not a good recipe to stay in the game. Baker on the line for 2. Left-hander a little short on the first one.
Into the ball game, Mark. Let's see if we can get that number. It'll be number 20, Vincent Edmondson, the 5'10 senior, making his first appearance.
Those numbers are hard to see, Mike.
The lefty lets the second one go. It's good. Jackson Baker finally into the scoring column. The 6'3.5 sophomore.
Especially for 2 old men that can't see.
There you go. So Felder and Williams has the basketball now. Anthony Williams into Lennon. Lennon back up to Williams, and they'll reset. Under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Saunders has doubled the score of Wayne County. It's 12-6 here. Williams left side to Edmondson. Back out to the top. And they'll swing it over to Fielder. Fielder with Blevins on him. Up, elevation and score. 4 points, Derek Fielder.
Stop on a dime and pull up. Reminds you a little bit of former Scott County great Casey Alsop. That's going to be tough to defend if you're Wayne County.
Left side to Stearns. Swing pass to Blevins. Blevins over to Clay Shelton. Misses the 3. And on the bounce, Anthony Miller with the rebound and quickly into front court. Over to Lennon. Lennon had it blocked once, a little bit shied away from it. Felder goes up over top of Gillespie. I tell you what, Gillespie's making a difference inside as he's forcing a lot of tough shots by the Blue Devils. 14-6 is the score. Gillespie and Shelton, 2-man game. Swings it over to Baker. Baker uses the forearm shiver to get off the 15-footer. It's no good. Felder out from nowhere with the rebound, the 6'2 senior. I think they call what he has hops, right? So Anthony Miller. Coach Nicodemo slows him down, runs a set. Looks like a 1-4 set. Set play for Lennon. Lennon spin move. Gets Gillespie up, forces contact, and scores. Von Dross Lennon. His first 2. Foul on Nick Gillespie. That'll be his first. Team second. New player into the ball game. I think it's number 32. That'll be C.J. Womack. Linden misses the free throw. And the rebound in the hands of Daniel Coldiron into the ball game, a 6'7" senior for Wayne County. Blevins, tough take, and he gets bailed out right there. As the foul's going to be on Derek Felder.
That's 2 on Derek.
Team 4, so 2 on Felder, 2 on Bresnan. That'll send Corey Blevins. Trey Blevins. I get him and Stearns messed up all the time. Did it last year, going to do it this year.
First free throw really good. 87% for the year, I believe, Mike, looking at the stats. Guy you don't want to put on the free throw line late in a close ball game.
This is going to give him 3, Mark.
Wow, I didn't think he was shooting a 3. I thought he was inside the top of the key, but
when you give him 3 free throws, like you say, you might as well give him 3 points in display. Speed up. That'd be a new speed up the game rule. If you shoot over 87%,
yeah, just put the 3 on the board and go.
Yep.
A little press here from Wayne County.
Handled easily by to Linden. Linden power move back out to the top. The jumper from Edmondson, no good. Linden goes over the back. You can see that setting up right there. Daniel Coldiron had possession. Vondross Linden picks up his first. Team 5.
And Coldiron making a little bit of a difference here with that big frame. 6'7", 225.
So number 42, Mark, it's not 32. Number 42, Keyshawn Miller, a 6-foot sophomore into the ball game. I couldn't tell if it was a 3 or a 4. And Blevins lets the 3 go. Nice strong rebound by Jackson Baker. The block by Linden in the hands of Derek Felder. 3-pointer from the lefty Williams. From the left side, no good. He runs it down.
And that's what drives you crazy if you're Coach Rodney Wood sitting there. Long rebound, but Wayne County not in position to pull it down, so Saunders getting another chance here.
Yep, 29 seconds to go. Coach Nicodemo's trying to run it for the last shot. He's spreading the floor. Ball in the hands of Linden. No defense by Daniel Coldiron. They'll just bounce it. Probably get it down to about 10 or so and then run the play. Get it in the hands of Fielder.
Inside the lane, Coldiron has the advantage. This far out, Linden has the advantage.
Anthony Miller spins through 3 players. Left-handed layup, good. Give him 6 and the foul. Foul's on number 31, Clay Shelton. Be his first, team 3rd. Anthony Williams, old-fashioned 3-point play. He has 6 points in the ball game as he ties Sean Bresnan. Logan Brett back into the ball game for Wayne County. 18-9 is your score. Anthony Miller, give him 7. Wayne County's going to get a shot at it here. Here's the full court pressure. They get across to Brett, left side to Coldiron with the 3. Good. Daniel Coldiron. 3 at the buzzer. We'll end the first quarter with the score. 19 for Saunders and 12 for Wayne County. Back after this on the Scott County Sports Network.
For oral surgery, you need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back. While we wait to start the second quarter here, Saunders shoots 8 of 18 for 44% from the field, 2 of 4 from the 3-point line, and only 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Wayne County 3 of 14 from the field for 21%, 2 of 5 from the 3-point line, and 4 of 5 from the free throw line for 80%. Turnover by Wayne County. Derek Felder with the miss. Rebound to Baker. Logan Brett with the basketball, drives baseline, swings it out to Baker. Jackson Baker, the lefty 3 is good. Jackson Baker, give him 4. And that's our fifth hung net of the night.
And, Mike, that big three by Cold Iron at the end of the quarter was huge because now with that make, you got a 4-point ball game. So that was a big answer for Wayne County there at the end of the first. Got the big lineup in now, both Cold Iron and Gillespie in for the Cardinals.
So the Blue Devils of Saunders go with Anthony Miller, Derek Felder, Nick Potiris, Sean Bresnan back into the ball game, as well as Von Dross Lennon. Starters for Saunders. For Wayne County, they have Trey Blevins, Nick Gillespie, Logan Brett, Daniel Cold Iron, and Jackson Baker. And there's the turnover. Bresnan tried to get it to Miller a little bit too high. Back-to-back turnovers, one for each team to start the second quarter.
And you really liked how patient they were. About the time you want to comment on how patient they were working the ball around, they make that unforced turnover.
So Trey Blevins with the basketball. Left side to Brett. Back out to Blevins. Blevins lets the three go. In and out, no good. Long rebound to Baker. Back out to Brett. Over to Blevins. Cold Iron said, I made it from one time from the other side. I'll shoot it again. No good. Von Dross Lennon with the rebound for Saunders, New York. .6:18 to go. 19-15 is the score. Saunders has had the lead for the entire ball game up to this point. Anthony Miller, free throw jumper, rattles
that's
around
too easy,
good.
Mike.
9 points.
If you're Wayne County, that's too easy. That's a free throw jumper with nobody in your face.
21-15 is the score. Trey Blevins, spin move over Fielder. And Cold Iron with the flip. Blevins wanted to foul. No foul called. Derek Fielder, right side to Bresnan. Bresnan on the drive, up over top of Cold Iron, who blocks the shot. Bresnan gets it back. This time Gillespie with the block. Over to Linden. Linden power move. Blocked again by Gillespie, but Chris Turley with the foul call. Foul's going to be on number 32, Daniel Cold Iron. One thing about Gillespie and Cold Iron, you better be a man when you come in against those guys. Team's fourth.
And up top, that was a good block, so had to call it down low on Cold Iron.
Linden's first free throw is good.
We're not in the best position to kind of see it, but it would have.
That's never stopped us before.
Looked like it would have been a pretty good no call. Just let the teams play.
Linden, second free throw for the lefty. No good. Rebound for Gillespie. Over to Trey Blevins. Corey Stern's been on the bench a long time for Wayne County. Brett in the paint. Linden a little bit too late.
And they're going to talk about the
an offensive foul.
Wow. Great play by Lennon.
Yep. Logan Brett. His first, team fifth. And Logan Brennan was not set. I know you don't have to necessarily be set. But
well, I know, and the interesting thing was Jerry Pickerel. I'm not sure that was going to be Jerry Pickerel's call from the wing, but he yielded to the fellow with a little bit better view, in his opinion.
22-15, 5:22 to go in the half. Join us at the half. We'll go over point totals and team totals from the first half. We'll talk about the keys to the second half. Glad you could join us. Bresnan tries to answer with the third three, and he does.
Mike, I'm going to tell you what. I know one thing is going to be discussed at halftime in the Wayne County locker room. You cannot let Sean Bresnan get an open look.
25-15 as we go under 5 minutes. Brett to Cold Iron, back to Brett. Brett, 18-footer from the wing. In and out, rattles good. Logan Brett, his first two. Stearns and Shelton getting set to come back in for Wayne County.
Give Felder
all the way to the bucket, and the foul by Gillespie. Nick Gillespie's going to pick up his second. That'll be the team's sixth. Two-shot foul coming up for Derek Felder.
Give Felder credit on that drive, Mike. He's played pretty good while with the two fouls. Done a nice job of not picking up the third and actually drawing that as he drains the first one.
Corey Stearns in the ball game. And Clay Shelton in the ball game as well. Felder with 2.
Good-looking player, Mike.
6 points for Derek Felder.
2-2-1 full-court press hasn't really created the turnovers, but it has made Wayne County, and as I say that, they turn it over.
They're going to say off of Logan Brett.
Yeah. Well, and he got in that what we call dead man's corner there, just across midcourt, picks up the dribble. You just can't do that right there. You've got to keep that dribble alive and get it back to the middle against the 2-2-1. But doing a nice job of slowing Wayne County down, so give Saunders credit. 2-2-1's working to their advantage.
Miller on the bounce for Saunders.
Man, what a
in the
crossover.
paint and fouled.
Now, I thought he got away with the push-off right there, but Mr.
31,
Pickle.
Clay Shelton with the foul, his second. Team 7th. So Miller at the free throw line shooting 2. Anthony Miller, the 5'9 senior, averaging 12 points, 5 rebounds. Has 9 here tonight. Chance to go into double digits. And he does. First score for either team in double digits. Back into the ball game is Jackson Baker.
Saunders may be my new favorite team with all these left-handed players.
There you go.
Look good.
Miller misses the second. Stearns with the rebound. Corey Stearns. Back out to Blevins, and they're going to run motion. Mark, what's the intent of motion?
You basically just are running some screens and trying to get a guy open and get movement. You want everybody moving where they don't stand still and watch, and you create some mismatches and some open opportunities like that.
And Jackson Baker makes him pay his first three-pointer of the ball game. Give him 7, 28-20, 3:30 to go.
And what happens with the motion, Mike, sometimes you forget being the weak side what happens, and you get to watching the ball.
Lennon with the take over top of Gillespie. Good
Nice
defense
move,
by
just
Gillespie,
didn't
and
fall.
Stearns with the rebound. Stearns tried to drop it off to Gillespie, but Gillespie forgot to go to the bucket.
Zigged when he should have zagged.
There you go. That's another way to put it.
And honestly, down 8 points, and you shoot 20% for the first quarter, have a couple of miscues like that, Rodney Wood's got to feel lucky that it's just an 8-point game, really. You expect them to shoot the ball a lot better than 21% from the field for the first quarter.
Clay Shelton getting that to come in, and Aubrey Weaver as well, a 5'10 freshman making his first appearance at the next dead ball. Brennan out to Miller. Miller top of the key. Under 3 minutes to go, 28-20. Miller gets to the bucket. No foul call. They're going to give the possession with Saunders. Might have got away with one there, as I just mentioned, Clay Shelton and Aubrey Weaver into the ball game for Wayne County.
Yeah, they got to attach his arm back.
Out to the top to Miller. Miller back out to Fielder. Fielder faked the 3. Logan Brett there defensively for Wayne County. They're going to call him for carrying. 2:27 to go here in the first half. 28-20 is your score. Here comes the full three-quarter court press. Wayne County patiently gets it over. Baker with the dummy pass. And able to run it down. Blevins misses the 3, and Lennon with the rebound.
Mike, that's a contested 3. You'd like to see him make one more pass and the ball rotate right back to him possibly. That's just a tough take from that position with a guy in your face.
Vincent Edmondson getting ready to come in. Fielder on the take and foul. Fouls on number 14, Aubrey Weaver. That'll be his first. Teammate at the free throw line, 1-1, Derek Felder.
Made his last 2, Mike.
28-20 is your score. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. 7 points for Felder. And here comes Vincent Edmondson. As Sean Bresnan out of the ball game. Felder with the second attempt. Up and good. 4 free throws in a row for Mr. Derek Felder. Blevins out of control. They're going to get a jump ball between Lennon and Trey Blevins, and Blevins is kind of characteristic for him.
Pressing just a little bit. That spin move's kind of tough to make out of a double team right there. And I know he's quick and he can get away with that at times, but that's pretty tough when you're playing against equal quickness to try to split the double team off a spin move. Young Mr. Brett, big challenge in front of him trying to stay in front of Felder here tonight, Mike.
Minute and a half to go. Miller floater in the paint, rattles around a couple of times and goes in.
Wow.
12 points for Anthony Miller, leading scorer in the ball game for both teams with 12. Weaver to Brett. Brett, wow, got the lucky bounce. Kind of shooting off balance. Ball goes in. 4 points.
Shooter's touch, Mike. Shooter's touch.
Under a minute to go. Leads at 10, 32-22. Blevins with the foul. His first, team 9. That'll send Anthony Miller to the free throw line. First free throw is good. Give Miller 13. Into the ball game. We'll get his number as soon as we can. Looks like
33.
Jacob Vasquez Mena, 5'11", sophomore. In the ball game, Miller misses a second. With the rebound is Clay Shelton.
Coach gets Felder out with 2. Smart move. Keep him from picking up 3.
Weaver on the drive. Drops
Nice
it off to Baker. Baker with 9 to lead Wayne County. 37 seconds to go. The lead's at 9, 33-24. Glad you could join us here as we bring you the Toyota Classic Basketball Tournament on the Scott County Sports Network. Mike Ritchie, Mark Walls, Kevin Ritchie, Scott Willard, the broadcast crew. Edmondson with the tough 3 right there. No good.
Big trip here if Wayne County can get a score here. Hold it for the last shot and get a...
They got that three-pointer to end the
first quarter,
and then had the three-pointer to start the second. Got them back to within 5. Here we go, running out of time. There's the jump trap. Weaver's going to get it from the top of the key. No good. We'll go to halftime. And your score at halftime, Saunders, New York, 33. Wayne County, 24. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll go through halftime stats and get the keys to the second half. You're watching the Toyota Classic on the Scott County Sports Network. Saunders 33, Wayne County 24. Back after this.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
J&L Pharmacy and Home Medical Equipment, located on South Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky, is locally owned and operated by Scott County native Philip Johnson. J&L Pharmacy can meet all your prescription and compounding needs, and they will match all local pharmacy prescription cash prices, guaranteed. They have a convenient drive-through window, offer free local delivery, and are open 6 days a week. J&L can also provide you with all your home medical needs, including home oxygen with 24-hour emergency service. Stop by the store or give them a call at 502-863-9823 for all your pharmacy needs.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the...
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Green's Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Green's is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Green strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Green's continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Green's winning team. Green's Toyota. Great people, great cars. Think Green.
Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no-obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
United Bank, together with you. We offer all the services you're looking for in a financial institution: convenience, great accounts, internet banking, and attentive customer service. With today's hectic pace, it's good to know United Bank meets your needs with locations right where you need them. With 13 offices in Scott, Jessamine, Fayette, and Woodford counties, 24/7 access to cash at our branch ATMs, and the Bluegrass Cash locations in Lexington, United Bank is together with you. Member FDIC, Equal House.
Six people watching. 86. Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network at the half. Saunders, New York, 33. Wayne County, 24 here on the Scott County Sports Network. I'm going to turn it over to my broadcast partner, Mark Walls, for halftime stats.
Man, you've gotten old. I can't use them glasses anymore, Mr.
Read through
Ritchie.
the bottom part.
Is that the difference? I'm better off trying to do it without it. Sorry, folks. We'll get this straight here in a minute. We can see what we're looking at. When you look at halftime stats, looking at teams for Saunders, they were 11 of 26 for 42% from the field, 3 of 6 from threes for 50%, and 8 for 12 for 67% from the free throw line. They had a total of 15 rebounds, 5 offensive and 10 defensive rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers. You generally like to see that at a positive ratio, which it is. You'd like to see it 2-to-1, but really not bad with only 3 turnovers in the first half. They are led in scoring by Miller with 13. Felder has 8. Lennon has 3. Poultry failed to score. Edmondson failed to score. Brennan has 9 for a total of 33. When you look at Wayne County, shooting just 32% on 8 of 25 from the field, 4 of 11 for 36% from threes, 4 of 5 from the free throw line for 80%. They've got 19 rebounds, 6 offense, 13 defense. Big story of the game, they've got 6 assists. However, they've got 9 turnovers. And when you look at them for scoring, Blevins has 6, Baker has 9, Logan Blevins has 4, Gillespie has 2, and Coldiron has 3. When you look at points off turnovers, and this is the big difference in the game, Mike, Saunders has 13 points off turnovers, 0 for the Cardinals. So when you look at those 9 turnovers, Saunders has done a very good job of making Wayne County pay. When you look at points in the paint, it's 6 for Wayne County to 14 by Saunders. Saunders is doing a great job of attacking the basket. Wayne County at halftime is going to have to make some adjustments to try to figure out how to keep Miller and Felder out of the lane. Not for sure if you'll see Coach Woods try to go to his zone. If he does, he's going to open up the outside shot. I know he normally doesn't like to play that, but he's going to have to make some adjustment to keep those 2 guys out of the lane because, like I said, they're really attacking the rim when you look at what Saunders was able to do in the first half.
All righty, we'll do this. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, look at the rebound totals for both teams. You're watching the Toyota Classic Basketball Tournament on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars, think green.
Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no-obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
United Bank, together with you. We offer all the services you're looking for in a financial institution: convenience, great accounts, internet banking, and attentive customer service. With today's hectic pace, it's good to know United Bank meets your needs with locations right where you need them. With 13 offices in Scott, Jessamine, Fayette, and Woodford counties, 24/7 access to cash at our branch ATMs and the Bluegrass Cash locations in Lexington, United Bank is together with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
High school or college student athletes manage busy schedules. Remind your students they can access tutor.com for homework help from home or in the library from 3 p.m. until midnight every day. Library cards are required for this service. Call the library or visit our website, www.scottpublive.org, to learn more. Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. At the half, Saunders 33, Wayne County 24. Looking at the individual rebound totals. First for Saunders, Anthony Miller had 3 rebounds. Derek Felder led the Blue Devils with 7. Lennon had 4. And Sean Bresnan had 1. On the Wayne County side of the ledger, Jackson Baker had 6. Logan Blevins had 1. Nick Gillespie with 5. Corey Stearns had 3. Clay Shelton with 1. And Daniel Coldarn had 3. So, Mark, one more time. Let's go over the keys to the second half for both teams.
Well, Mike, if you're Saunders, I think you need to keep doing what you're doing and, keep penetrating, kicking to the open man. You're doing a great job of that. I think you need to be prepared for a different type of defense from Wayne County, to try to slow down the penetration. Wayne County, like I said, they're just letting Felder and Miller get too easy of shots in the lane. It also creates other opportunities. You just can't let them get that kind of penetration. But if you're Wayne County and Rodney Woods, you also don't expect to shoot that poorly of a percentage from the field, miss some good open shots. So we'll see what happens here and it looks like Saunders makes the first change coming out in what looks like a 3-2 zone defense half court, Mike.
So 33-24 is the score. Wayne County in the home white. Baker with the miss.
Good look again, just not able to finish, Mike. Wayne County sticking in the man-to-man.
Both teams go starters to start the half. Brennan over to Potiris. Potiris has Bresnan, Miller, Felder, and Lennon to join him on the floor. Miller on the drive. Might have got fouled. Loose ball. Picked up by Derek Felder. Wayne County goes Logan Brett, Nick Gillespie, Jackson Baker, Trey Blevins, and Corey Stearns. And on the finish is Logan Brennan. Logan Lennon, or Von Dross Lennon, excuse me. Give him 5.
Now back in the 2-2-1. See what Wayne County can do here as there's
the
another
deflection.
turnover.
Anthony Miller loses it right into the hands of Felder. Felder with the 10-footer, good.
Automatic, Mike.
Derek Felder, give him 10. And the lead's at 13, 37-24.
But again, Miller's penetration forces Wayne County to come to him, and it just leaves up open avenues for teammates.
Blevins down to Gillespie. Gillespie
Nice
underneath
pass.
the Baker. Jackson Baker give him 11. Nice assist from Nick Gillespie.
Now Wayne County picking up a little bit full court man-to-man.
37-26. We're getting ready to go under 6 minutes to go in the third. Bresnan might have got away with the push-off. Up over top of Stearns. Tough take. Baker with an easy rebound. Baker rebound and bounce over to Brett. Brett underneath the Gillespie. And they're going to say off of the back of the backboard. Basketball goes to the Blue Devils of Saunders.
And what you have to look at there, if you're Mr. Brett, is you got to sometimes understand who you're throwing to and where they are on the floor. He didn't really have a chance because there's a turnover.
Blevins with the turnover, or with the steal, and the bucket. Give him 8.
But sometimes you put the big man in a spot where he can't do anything when he catches it.
Brennan up over top of Baker. No good. Loose ball picked up by Logan Brett. Wayne County has it under 9. Stearns fakes the 3 on the drive. Layup good. Corey Stearns.
First 2 points, Mike, by my count.
17-point average. First 2 of the ball game. You don't want him to get hot.
No,
you got Saunders, New York.
You got an 11-point lead down to 7. Of course, here you go. You can't let Miller go coast to coast, and
Miller
that's a foul.
Blocked from behind by Gillespie, but Nick Gillespie's going to pick up his third. Be the team's first.
It's a big foul, Mike.
Yes.
Fans not real happy here.
Yep. It's easy to pick out the Wayne County fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Miller short, a little bit short on the first one. Miller misses both.
Brett with a 3 from the corner, Mike.
Logan Brett, give him 7.
All of a sudden, this is down to a 4-point ball game. Oh. I'm not sure I saw that. Referee calls Felder for moving his pivot foot. Almost a stolen pass there as Lennon gets his hand on it. Brett inside the three-point line, and Brett gets 2 in a row. 5 straight points for Logan Brett. 37-35, 2-point ball game.
4:20 to go, Wayne County.
And, Mike, the difference in that is just a couple of misses by Saunders, and Wayne County scores at the other end. So you look a lot better when the ball's going in a hoop.
Push off by Felder, got away with it, and scored.
Nice bucket right there.
Derek Felder, give him 12. Coach Nicodemo says, I'll need a timeout. We'll take one as well. 4:02 to go. In the third quarter, Saunders, New York, clinging to a 4-point lead, 39-35. We'll be back after this.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network, Mark. When you look at it, Saunders looked like they were kind of in cruise control there to start the second half, but like you said, a couple of missed shots, a couple of makes. Logan Brett kind of answers the bell, just like that.
Yeah, and again, we talked about how poorly Wayne County shot the ball in the first half, and historically they're a pretty good shooting team. So, it's the difference between the ball going in and the ball not going in. Now, what I really like, Coach Nicodemus got hold of his floor general. That timeout was to talk to Mr. Miller about controlling the tempo, and got a little bit out of character there with a couple possessions and took some off-balance shots. And I'm not saying Miller alone, but The team did, and I think what he was doing was saying, hey, you've got to keep everybody under control. As the point guard, that's your job. So we'll see what happens coming out of that timeout.
So we go under 4 minutes to go in the third. Leads at 4. Wayne County with the basketball. Down 4.
Oh.
Clay Shelton with the shot. Vondros Lennon with the foul. Vondros Lennon, that's his second. Vondros, his second foul, team first.
6'1" sophomore Clay Shelton at the line, Mike.
First one's no good. (39-35). Wayne County trying to cut into the lead.
Second one good.
First
this
point
gives them a
tonight.
chance. And the important thing, Mike, what it does, gives them a chance to set up the full court man-to-man press. And you wouldn't think this would give New York Saunders any trouble, but it has given them some trouble.
There's the pass you're looking for. Baker with the steal. That's the exact pass defensively that you wanted to throw. That's the last pass you wanted to throw offensively.
And they're going to get Miller with the body check.
His first, team second.
And, you know, Mike, you think you're seeing a little bit of the old adage. You would think that Saunders would handle it well, but a team that likes to press doesn't necessarily like to be pressed.
So Logan Brett, spin move, gets Miller in the paint. Shoots it up, no good. Jackson Baker on one knee. Flips it over to Shelton. Shelton misses a shot, and Baker puts it back in.
Ball play Wayne County's way right now.
Great play by Jackson Baker. 39-38. Miller.
And there's the kick out.
Nico Pateris with the bucket.
And, Mike, that's a situation where Miller was under control, 3-on-1 fast break, got it to the right guy. Great job by Anthony Miller running that fast break once they beat the first run of the press.
Brett right side to Baker. Baker on the bounce. Floater hits the back of the rim, no good. Lennon with a strong rebound. Vondros Lennon.
Wayne County's got to be careful here. Don't force some shots. Work the basketball. They've been getting some good looks and being able to score.
Here comes the three-point sharpshooter. Misses the three.
And over the back. Going to be over the back. Nice box out.
Third foul for Vondros Lennon. Team third.
And that's just a classic fundamental block out by Clay Shelton right there.
41-38. The lead's down to 3. Has been down to 1. But Saunders kind of answering the bell a little bit. And there's Lennon.
Wow.
Coach Nicodemo's not going to be happy about that as Lennon picks up 2 in a row. Give him his fourth, team fourth. And really, he's the only inside presence that they've had tonight.
And what you watch Coach Nicodemus on the sidelines. He turns around and talks to his assistants. And really what he's saying is he didn't stop his check. He got to go out under control when you run out from the baseline block area to catch the shooter. You've got to chop your steps down and stay under control. He didn't, and pump fake got him off balance and drew the blocking foul.
Corey Stearns, three-pointer, kind of a challenge by Potiris. He shoots it, and Coach Nicodemo says you cannot let him take that shot, even though it didn't go in. 41-38 is the score, 2:18 to go in the third. Saunders with the lead and the basketball in the hands of Derek Felder. Stop at the free throw line, score. Wow.
That's Mike, I'm telling you, that's just...
6 points for Felder. He has 6 of the 10 points scored here by Saunders in this third quarter as we go under 2 minutes. Trey Blevins. Jump stop. Steps called. Kenny Gant with that one. Too many hops. And not the right kind of hops, right?
Little 1-2-1-1 here. But when you get, and trying to dribble through it.
Yeah, they're not going to bail you out when you force the contact. Blevins with the three.
Oh, missed it.
Wow, a little bit long, a little bit strong.
Had a 3-on-1 fast break, too.
Felder over Brett, floater in the paint, good.
And, Mike, that's the difference. You had a chance to score at the other end. You don't. Saunders comes back and Felder answers.
Blevins on the drive. They're going to say foul on the floor. Anthony Miller's going to pick up his second. That'll be the team's fifth. 1:24 to go here in the third. We'll try to get the head coach for Saunders to come up and talk to us post-game.
Nice move inside. Going to draw the foul.
Foul's going to be on Sean Bresnan. That'll be his third. So foul's mounting
Saunders,
up.
yeah, Saunders all of a sudden. And that's going to put Logan Brett on the line, I believe, for 2, Mike.
Logan Brett, 9 points in the ball game. Free throw in and out, no good.
Second miss of the half for Wayne County.
He'll have one more. It's good. He gets into double digits. Second Wayne County scorer in double digits. He joins Jackson Baker, who has 13. On the Saunders side of the ledger, Felder has 16 and Miller has 13. Felder forcing the action. And Mark, he and Miller kind of have that second gear, don't they?
Yeah, they really do. And, I really like how Saunders has got that thing set up, because Miller beats it on the front. If he has trouble, he just throws over the top, and you got Felder attacking the basket. That's a pretty deadly combination if you're Saunders.
So Felder hits the first one, give him 17.
Perfect on the night, Mike, from the line.
Yep, 9 points here in the second half.
And they've been an easy 9, and I don't mean that means he's been open. He's just made them look easy. 18
points for Mr. Felder. Here comes the full court pressure. Stern looks over to Blevins. Blevins catches it in dead man's corner, is able to get out of the press. Blevins out to the three-pointer for Clay Shelton.
And, Mike, that's the shot you got to hit. When you get the penetration, bring a couple guys to you, and you kick it, you got to hit that three. So Shelton did a nice job.
47-42. Wayne County's hit the big threes at the end of every quarter, it seems like. Miller doesn't get bailed out. Ball goes in the hands to Potiers. Back out to Derek Felder. Felder and Miller. Edmondson with the basketball. Back out to Miller. Swings it right side to Felder. Felder is open. Misses the jumper. Stearns with the rebound. Corey Stearns with the Blevins. Trey Blevins.
Wayne County again, Mike.
They just hit a big three-pointer. 10 seconds to go. Wayne County trying to hold it for the last shot. Blevins to Baker. Jackson Baker, the lefty three is up. No good. So at the buzzer, the shot falls no good. And the score through the end of three, Saunders, New York. The Blue Devils have 47. The Wayne County Cardinals with 42. You're watching the Toyota Classic on the Scott County Sports Network. Back with the fourth after this.
The Hockensmith Agency is proud to call Scott County home. We're your Main Street insurance that blends tradition and innovation to offer the best quality service to our clients. By offering a wide range of coverage from the impressive list of major insurance companies, we truly meet your insurance coverage needs. Come visit us at 224 East Main in Georgetown or online at HockensmithAgency.com. The Hockensmith Agency, providing coverage for the Motorist Insurance Group for all your insurance needs.
People's Exchange Bank doesn't think you can get where you want to go by cutting corners, playing games, or sacrificing relationships. Roots take time to grow and give strength and stability. Since 1912, our banks and our people have been part of your community. And while our services continue to keep pace with your need for today's high-tech conveniences, we know that loyalty never grows old. You don't just need a bank, you need people. People's Exchange Bank. People serving people since 1912.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. 3 in the books. We're at the 2016 Toyota Classic. Still getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Saunders 47, Wayne County 42. Mark, looking at the third quarter stats, what jumps out at you?
Rebound advantage jumps 26-19 in favor of Wayne County. Wayne County shooting almost 39% from the field, doing a lot better job, hitting the open basket. And as we say that, Brennan nails a three.
That's his fourth three-pointer of the night. And the lead's back up to 8.
How do you leave him back open, Mike? If you're Wayne County, how do you leave him open in the corner?
So Wayne County goes with Corey Stearns, Trey Blevins, Logan Brett, Nick Gillespie, and number 31, Clay Shelton. Saunders goes with Anthony Miller, Derek Felder, Edmondson, Nick Potiris, and Sean Bresnan. Back tip from Stearns, out of bounds. off of Wayne County. On the back tip, they tried to take it away from Vincent Edmondson, but the ball goes out of bounds. And will stay in the possession of Saunders. Illegal screen. Nico Patirs, his first, team 7th. That'll be his first foul. Team 7. So in the bonus will be Wayne County. And Mark, they shoot 78% as a team. You don't want to put them on the free throw line. Trey Blevins still letting it go. Stearns with the rebound underneath.
Nice fake.
Corey Stearns, give him 4.
Big trip right there. Get this back to 6. Wayne County's got to get some stops.
Miller to Patiros. Patiros back out to Vincent Edmondson. They'll reset the offense. Miller, nobody picks him up. Layup good.
And he's just hard to press, Mike.
15 points. No look pass to Gillespie. Gillespie has it. 6-footer.
Nice
good
job.
Nick Gillespie, 4 points.
Didn't think he was going to look at the basket. Wayne County can't continue to trade, though, Mike. They've got to get a stop.
Back tip and the foul. Trey Blevins. He'll pick up his 2nd. Team 3rd.
Right now, they just don't have an answer for
Coach
Mr.
Rodney
Miller.
Wood, Mark, just says why.
Yeah. Right now, you just got to try to stay in front of him.
.6:34 to go in the ball game. Not quite sure of the schedule for tomorrow. Check out the website, ToyotaClassic.com. We'll have an updated schedule as it's made available. And hopefully the snow will hold off. Expecting about anywhere from 8 to 14 inches. Coach Willard had the best answer, looking at all the modeling. I've heard more weather modeling in the last couple of days. Jump ball. Coach Willard said if you add them all up, they're all saying it's going to be between 0 and 50 inches of snow, somewhere in the middle. So in the jump ball, possession arrow was pointing to Wayne County. So they'll have the basketball down 6, 52-46, 6 minutes to go here in the ball game. Brett right side to Blevins. Logan Brett right side 3, in and out, no good. Rebound Clay Shelton as Derek Felder gets up off the ground. Might have had some assistance in getting down there, but no foul called. Shelton, left side 3, good. Clay Shelton, back-to-back three-pointers, give him 7. And Coach Rodney Woods will take a timeout. It'll be a full timeout, so 5:42 to go. Wayne County keeping it close. It's 53 for Saunders, 49 for Wayne County. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back on the Scott County Sports Network.
The Shanghai Express Chinese Restaurant is a locally owned restaurant located in the Indian Acres Shopping Center in Georgetown, Kentucky. Tony would like to invite everyone to come on by and dine in the spacious dining room that can host groups both small and large. Shanghai Express has been voted the best Chinese restaurant in Georgetown, Kentucky multiple years in a row by the Georgetown News Graphic. Stop by the restaurant or give Tony a call at 502-868-6858 to enjoy the best Chinese food in Central Kentucky.
Sports Connection is your team and retail sporting goods and custom athletic apparel supplier. Sports Connection is located next to Kroger in the Washington Square Shopping Center in Georgetown. Sports Connection can outfit your team from hats to shoes and everything in between. Drop by or call Daryl, Scott, or Jessica at 502-570-0280. Sports Connection, a proud sponsor and athletic and sporting goods supplier to Scott County and Georgetown College athletics.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. 5:42 to go. Saunders 52. Wayne County 49. Purpose of that timeout by Coach Woods?
I think he wants to make sure he gets his press set up and make sure that they understand how to cut Miller off. Lennon back in the game, Mike, with the 4 fouls.
Potiris over to Miller. Wanting the 5-second count, and they get it. Logan Brett was just close enough, and Anthony Miller, much to the chagrin of head coach Anthony Nicodemo.
Well, he's saying you got to move the basketball, quit dribbling so much. Most coaches don't mind you dribbling, Mike, if you're going somewhere.
Stearns, elbow jumper. Corey Stearns heating it up a little bit.
Yeah, they don't want to give him that kind of shot. That mid-range jumper, he'll kill you on.
Under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. 52-51. The lead has shrunk to 1. Bresnan over to Miller. He has Patiris. He finds him. Patiris back to Miller. Over to Felder. A little bit of overpassing, but the results is what they wanted. 20 points for Derek Felder. 54-51. Every time Wayne County's got close, Saunders has answered the bell up to this point.
This matchup 3-2 zone is 3-2 kind of guarding the three-point line, causing a little bit of confusion for Wayne County. The shot that's going to be open, Mike, against this is going to be the corner shot. If you can rotate the ball from one side to the other, it's how quick they can get over to cover that.
There's a deflection. Felder unable to save it. It'll remain Wayne County basketball.
The length and quickness just causes some trouble trying to pass around it.
So 54-51. Stearns on the drive. Good defense by Lennon. He gets the contested shot and the rebound. Ooh, got lucky right there.
I thought
Gillespie
was going to get that as well. He kind of held up, didn't want to make the foul.
Bresnan might have got away with a travel right there. Gets it back to Lennon. Leonard showing the dribbling skills.
Very impressed with Saunders and their knowledge of game situations.
We're going to get a timeout as Coach Nicodemo says he'll take a 30-second timeout. A little bit too much dribbling there. So 3:32 to go, 54-51. Saunders with the lead. Coach Nicodemo passionate to his players in the huddle. We'll take a timeout. Back after this.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. 3:32 to go. Coach Nicodemo, I think he's tired of the dribbling exhibition. Anthony Miller got called for 5 seconds, and Vondrus Lennon went on a dribbling exhibition, was able to not get the 5-second call, but I don't think that's what Coach Nicodemo wanted.
And almost a steal.
Miller going to the bucket. Good job by Shelton.
Yeah, big man, you better get that ball above your head because you got Mr. Miller swarming around underneath going to take it as Gillespie about gave that ball right back to him. Again, this zone causing a little bit of trouble for Wayne County.
There's the cutter, Stearns, Corey Stearns, free throw jumper. Corey Stearns heating it up. That's not what you want if the Blue Devil fan.
3 minutes to go, Mike, get a 1-point ball game.
54-53. Steps called. I think Coach Nick is a little bit into the ball.
I like it.
Trey Blevins, three-pointer, no good. Tough night shooting for Mr. Blevins. Come in averaging 22.8, only has 8 tonight. Derek Felder on the finish.
Well, again,
22.
In this kind of game, Mike, that's a swing. You can get that attempt anytime you want it. And again, the young man usually hits it. I mean, he's really struggling tonight. You got to feel for him because he just can't get it to drop. But you miss it you miss the three, and you come back, and Felder gets a 2-pointer, and is back to a 3-point ball game.
56-53. Brett in the paint, over top of Lennon, short, no good. Felder with the rebound. You're not going to back tip him, are you, Mark?
Nope, and you're going to end up with a 3-point play.
24 points by Derek Felder. 23. Corey Stearns with the foul. His first, team fourth. Jackson Baker in for Clay Shelton.
And this like money, Mike. He's not missed tonight.
Hope you don't jinx him.
Nope.
And you don't. 25 points. Under 2 minutes to go. 59-53. A couple of big swings there. 2 misses and 2 makes. So instead of being tied, Wayne County is now down 6.
Wow.
Trey Blevins not going to give up. Give him 10. Fouls on number 10. Vonders Lennon.
That's 5.
Lennon is gone.
That is a big foul call right there.
Coach Nicodemo is going to use this as an opportunity to talk to his team, but they're not going to come to him.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Little height difference. It's a 5'10 senior, number 20. Vincent Edmondson is coming in for the 6'6 Vonders Lennon. Vincent Edmondson in. Good game by Vonders Lennon. 5 points. Had 5 rebounds entering the fourth quarter.
Mr. Blevins needs to hit this one to set up the press, give Wayne County a chance to create a turnover.
And he does. 59-56. Blevins has 11.
The 1-2-1-1 set up. There's the trap. Of course, you got Felder and Mason on the front end. That's a pretty tough combination to trap.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
And the foul, Corey Stearns, his second. Team fifth.
It's okay when you got fouls to give right now, but you don't want to foul Felder.
Vincent Edmondson, Corey Stearns. Mr. Edmondson doesn't look quite as content to dribble. As Corey Stearns picks up his third. Team sixth. 1:19 to go.
Now be careful here because you don't want to foul Felder.
Here comes the jump trap. He gets around it. Picks up the dribble. Here comes the pressure. Coach Nicodemo will take a full timeout. 1:08 to go. 59-56. This one's going down to the wire here on the Toyota Classic at the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars. Think green.
Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
United Bank, together with...
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. 1:08 to go. 59-56. Saunders with the lead. Basketball in the hands of Vincent Edmondson. He gets it to Bresnan. Back out to Edmondson.
That's who you want to foul right there. If you're going to foul, that's who you want to foul.
And finally they get it. The foul's going to be on number 30, Jackson Baker. His third. Team 7, so they're going to put him to the line and make him win it. One-and-one opportunity. Both teams in the bonus. Edmondson, no good. And Baker with the rebound. Under a minute. Been a good ball game, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has. Like I said, this zone has caused Wayne County some problems. It's really slowed them down. Under a minute to go, down 3. So
Corey Stearns, free throw jumper. He's been money in the second half. That one's no good. Derek Felder has it.
You don't want to foul Felder. You want to try to get a turnover.
Here's Edmondson. They get rid of it quickly, doesn't he? Back out to Felder.
Don't foul Felder.
Needs to keep the dribble alive. There's the back tip from Baker. Foul on Jackson Baker, his 4th. That'll send Derek Felder perfect at the line tonight, isn't he, Mark?
Yes, sir. Couldn't get the ball out of his hands. Nice job of Saunders to keep the ball in their best player's hands.
7 for 7. 27 seconds to go. Big free throws here. Good. 26 points.
It's like he's in his backyard.
Two-possession game. 27 seconds. Felder's second one up. Still perfect. 27 points. Blevins quickly. Lets it go. Top of the key 3. In and out, no good. Gillespie got away with the foul. Stearns with the rebound. Loses it out of bounds. 17.8 seconds to go. 61-56. There's the back tip. No foul called, but Felder runs it back down. And there's the foul. 61-56. Felder can put it away right here. And Mark, you got to say hats off to the Saunders team. It's tough for out-of-state teams to come in and beat one of the better teams, fundamental-wise, as Wayne County has been known to be.
They've executed very well tonight.
Yep, tough night shooting for Trey Blevins. Only 11, averaging 23. Corey Stearns, only half of his average as well, as Felder gets to 28.
Just got to give credit to Saunders. Defense had something to do with that as well. Although first quarter especially, they had some open looks that normally they would hit.
Felder finally misses one. Still a two-possession game. Blevins all the way to the bucket. Layup good. Give him 13. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. 3.0 seconds to go. 62-58. Wayne County looking for a miracle. We'll come back to see if they can find it on the Scott County Sports Network.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back. 3 seconds to go. 62-58. Saunders with the 4-point lead and the basketball. And they get it into Felder. Felder pushed out of bounds by Trey Blevins. He'll be to the free throw line. Only missed one on the night. I think he's 9 out of 10.
And he'll shoot 2. And the impressive thing about Mr. Felder, Mike, you got to remember he picked up 2 quick fouls early in the first quarter and been able to play and not pick and hasn't really changed his game. He's been still attacking the basket and aggressive. So hats off that he doesn't pick up a silly third foul at some point in the game because that could have changed things.
And he and Miller both picked up 2 fouls, if you remember, Mark. And both of them only have 2 each. So 64-58 is going to be your final score. As Saunders comes in from New York, puts up 64 points, holds Wayne County to 58, and that's your final score. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, hopefully get a chance to talk to Coach Nicodemo as Saunders victorious here on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
The Hawkinsmith Agency is proud to call Scott County home. We're your Main Street insurance that blends tradition and innovation to offer the best quality service to our clients. By offering a wide range of coverage from the impressive list of major insurance companies, we truly meet your insurance coverage needs. Come visit us at 224 East Main in Georgetown or online at hawkinsmithagency.com. The Hawkinsmith Agency, providing coverage for the Motorist Insurance Group for all your insurance needs.
The Shanghai Express Chinese Restaurant is a locally owned restaurant located in the Indian Acres Shopping Center in Georgetown, Kentucky. Tony would like to invite everyone to come on by and dine in the spacious dining room that can host groups both small and large. Shanghai Express has been voted the best Chinese restaurant in Georgetown, Kentucky multiple years in a row by the Georgetown News Graphic. Stop by the restaurant or give Tony a call at 502-868-6858 to enjoy the best Chinese food in Central Kentucky.
Sports Connection is your team and retail sporting goods and custom athletic apparel supplier. Sports Connection is located next to Kroger in the Washington Square Shopping Center in Georgetown. Sports Connection can outfit your team from hats to shoes and everything in between. Drop by or call Daryl, Scott, or Jessica at 502-570-0280. Sports Connection, a proud sponsor and athletic and sporting goods supplier to Scott County and Georgetown College athletics.
Whitaker bank shot. I'll give you a Whitaker bank shot.
All right. Here's a real Whitaker bank shot.
Yes, sir. Here's the winning Whitaker bank shot.
Nice shot.
Whitaker bank shot. Now, there's a Whitaker bank shot.
Come on, Coach. Honey.
I still got it.
Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Your final score, Saunders 64, Wayne County 58. Looking at your individual point totals. First for Saunders, Anthony Miller had 15 points, 3 boards. Derek Felder led all scorers with 30 points and a double-double as well with 10 rebounds. Vonders Linden had 5 points, 6 rebounds. Nico Potiris, 2 points, 2 boards. Sean Bresnan had 12 on 4 3-pointers to go along with 3 rebounds. The total, 64 points, 25 rebounds for Saunders. For Wayne County, Aubrey Weaver played but did not score. Trey Blevins had 13 points. Logan Brett, 10 points, 2 rebounds. Jackson Baker had 13 points and 10 rebounds. Corey Stearns, 8 points, 6 boards. Nick Gillespie, 4.6 boards. Clay Shelton, 7 points and 4 rebounds. And Daniel Coldiron, 3 points and 3 boards. Total for 58, 31 rebounds for Wayne County. Saunders shot 52% from the field, 50% from the three-point line, and 67% from the free throw line. For Wayne County, they shot 40.7% from the field, 7 of 22 for 31.8%, and 70% from the free throw line. So that's your totals. We'll take a timeout. Hopefully Coach Nicodemo and Fielder, Derek Fielder, will come up and talk to us. You're watching the Toyota Classic on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
You need my set to go with him?
No, you can do it. We'll let him borrow Coach's set.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars. Think green.
Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no-obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
United Bank, together.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network, the 2016 Toyota Classic. Mike Ritchie, Mark Walls, Scott Willard, Kevin Ritchie. We're the broadcast crew. Good ball game For the nightcap tonight, Saunders out of New York, 64. Wayne County, 58. We'd like to bring in the head coach, Anthony Nicodemo, and the star of the ball game, number 5, Derek Felder. And first, Coach, we'll start out with you. What'd you think of the ball game tonight for your kids?
Oh, we got to see them twice on tape from last week and just kind of prepare for them, and they did exactly what we thought they were going to do.
Yeah.
They were going to shoot a lot of threes, and our game plan was to get to the rim because I thought we were better at that and control the defensive rebounds, and I thought that would keep us in the lead. And then the backside of the game, we didn't box out as well as we could, and they made us pay for it, which got the game close. But it's a good win. They're a very, very good team. They got some really nice players. So to pull that one out, come down here and get a win is nice.
Coach, I know this is your second trip down here. You must have had a good time the first time. What's it mean for you and your kids to get a chance to come down here and play not only in this tournament but in this environment?
Well, I think any time you can get away, it's great. We're an inner city team, and we've kind of made this. We go away every year. We go somewhere, and we've kind of done that with our program because it's a big piece of what we do. But this tournament's first class. You guys do such a great job down here, and to play in this kind of venue. In fact, I was joking with Sonny. I said, I want to see Scott County on Saturday night with this place packed because we get great kids. It's just a different kind of love for basketball down here. I keep saying that when I retire, and I got a long way to go.
Yeah.
But when I retire, I'd love to come down and coach at a place like this because, like I said, we just don't get to play in this kind of environment. So hopefully we can get in here one day and get this place packed and have a fun game, against the home team and see what we can do.
Now, Coach, the question, Wayne County came in there and they got it to 1 point. You had the 5-second call, and then you had the dribbling exhibition by Vondres Linden over there that you called a timeout again. What did you say to your kids that timeout? Because after they come back out, it seemed like you had to control the ball game.
Well, we play back home against teams that are unbelievably pressing teams. I mean, Mount Vernon is a top 25 team in the country. They press as well as any team I've ever seen in 19 years as a coach. And we had a war with them, and they essentially couldn't press us. We beat up on them in the courts, and when they started pressing us, I kind of lost, what are we doing that we're not able to do this? So out of the timeout, we just kind of reiterated and drew up our press, and we have 5 kids that could dribble the ball. Vondres Linden decided all of a sudden he couldn't dribble. In practice, all he does is dribble. So I said, why are you back? And just push the ball. And, the key is, at the end of the day, to get the ball in Derek's hands, to get the game in Anthony Miller's hands. Those are the cogs that make us go. And if the ball's in their hands at the end of the game, we're going to go to the line, we're going to make free throws, and that's what we did.
Yeah, Coach, and I thought that was a key because you had Miller on the front end, you had my man here, Felder, on the back end of that press. That's a pretty deadly combination because if you get Miller to give up the basketball, you're giving it to the scorer. I mean, he attacked the rim perfectly, picked up 2 early fouls, played the rest of the game, didn't lose his intensity or his aggressiveness, and never picked up the 3rd foul, which was impressive. But I got to give you some kudos because what impressed me most is when your kids walked in the gym tonight. First class, walked up, took care of themselves, sit down, paid attention to the game, and it was a girls' game. But you could tell sitting up here watching them that they were getting ready, and that was impressive. That, to me, from an old-timer's perspective, showed me that they're well coached, they're coming in here with the mission, and they were ready to play. So hats off.
Thank you. And we talk about the last time we were here, we took home that Wiltshire Award, for sportsmanship, and I brought it up when we got here yesterday to the new kids, and I said, understand something. In our trophy case back home, we've gotten to the point where we kind of cleared out the 3rd place trophy. They're not in there anymore. But one that's in there, and will stay in there as long as I'm the coach, is that award because, coming down here and having, the kind words that you just said and having people understand that what we are and how we act and how we represent our community is the most important thing that we do. So, thank you very much for that, and, we're gonna keep doing that.
Now, I'm going to turn it over here, and I got to talk to my main man, Derek Felder. I tell you what, that was the smoothest 30 points that I've seen in a long time. What were you able to see tonight that allowed you to get to the rim and to finish like the way that you did?
Well, we watched the film, and we seen other kids get into the rim. So I tried to utilize that and get to the rim very well. And once they started collapsing the rim, I started using the mid-range jump shot, making it, and then they started defending that, so I started getting back to the rim, finishing layups.
Well, I was going to ask kind of a similar question because I never experienced it, but I would love to be able to take that one step, pull back, and create 6 feet of space to take that jumper. It'd be pretty easy to hit with nobody in front of you. I mean, you just made it look so easy, and that's a tribute to the hard work that you've put into it. But and impressive on the free throw line. I mean, they put you on the line, and there at the end of the game, if you want to score points in this game, you've got to be able to score at the free throw line because when it gets at the end of the game in that situation, it's like automatic. Coach did a great job keeping the ball in your hands, and you paid dividends.
Thank you.
Hats off.
Yeah, and the thing about it, I think what most kids, Coach, and I want to ask you this, the difference maker for most kids, you see tonight, he's able to go, I think, 9 or 10 from the free throw line, so he gets to 30. Most kids would have got 18, 19 points because they would have been terrible at the free throw line. They would not have wanted the basketball in the last 4 minutes. You had to be totally impressed with DJ tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, DJ started for us for 4 years. He's been our best player for 4 years. He's the all-time, this last week he broke the all-time leading record at the school, and it doesn't surprise me anymore. Like, I don't know, maybe if he goes out next game, it's right. But he doesn't do much where I sit back and I go, I'm just used to it. He's led our team in every statistical category since he's walked in the door. And, in March when he's not there anymore, or I got to walk back in April, it's going to be a weird gym without him there. We have a bond, and we kind of know each other and look at each other and know what's going on the court. But, the free throws are something that he does. Last year, we played Mount Vernon in our sectional semifinal, and, they were very good, and we shot 30 of 35 from the free throw line. I think he was 10 for 10 or something to that. Anthony Miller, I think, was 15 of 15. Right. So, for whatever reason, this particular team does a decent job shooting free throws. And during one of those last timeouts, I think it was a 3-point game with a minute and a half to play, I said, you got to make free throws. You make free throws down the stretch, they can't beat you right now because they're going to start fouling. Mm-hmm. And that's what we did. We missed the one. Vincent missed the one. But DJ went, made those free throws, and we were able to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, and the other player I want to talk to you about, Anthony Miller, he finished with 15, but he had 13 points and kind of carried you in that first half. You had to be impressed with the way he handled the basketball tonight.
It's a tough tandem. We're as good. Our guards are as good as anyone we play pretty much with those two, and it's a 1-2 punch. And once again, we kind of knew we can get to the rim against them. And Anthony's just so quick with the ball that he just goes. And if he finishes, and sometimes he has shaky games where he doesn't make shots, and that's the first thing I noticed here was 6 for 9 for him. That's a good game for him all at the rim. He started knocking down a couple of jump shots. He gets his confidence going, and then from there we'll be tough to beat.
This 2 points, just real quick, Coach. I really like the timeout where you got your floor general, Mr. Miller, under control. He was out of control there a little bit, started the second half off the press. You call a timeout. Mike always likes to put me on the spot and say, what did the coach call a timeout for? I said, to get his floor general under control. You come back the next 2 times and you bust the press and you score, and that was impressive. The other thing I want to go back to my man DJ over here. The thing that was so impressive, you didn't force it. From an old-timer's perspective, you had 30 points that was easy, but you made your teammates look well, and you did not force shots. That's impressive, young man, because that's hard to see in this game today.
Thank you.
You let the game come to you. You put up your 30, but you also made your other teammates look good.
Thank you.
Kudos.
And DJ, last thing, away from the basketball floor, what does coming down here mean to you? It's your second trip. What are some of the things that the coach is doing for you? I know you guys probably have y'all gone out and done the Toyota tour?
No, not yet. We haven't. The snow is kind of throwing a wrinkle on some of our stuff that we have planned. We're planning a snowball fight tomorrow now instead. But hopefully at some point we'll get over there and see that.
But what I wanted to ask DJ, what does it mean for you to come down? Basketball, as you can see by the gym, is a big thing down here in Kentucky. What have you been able to get out of making the trip down here for 2 years out of your 4 in the high school?
It means a lot. It's a different place to play at. It's a very good environment. It's a very good environment, and to play around with other people around the states is very, very good.
All righty, Coach. I tell you what, I'll give you the last chance to talk to your fans listening up to New York. Some of the parents that obviously can't make the trip down here. Any words for them?
Yeah, we having this is awesome because, like I said, to have our fans. We're missing one of our players today. One of our starters actually isn't here, so I'm sure he's watching or listening. I would hope so. To win this without him is pretty remarkable. To beat a good team like that without one of our starters, just how good we are. So we'll get him back when we get back up there this week and get back in. We got a couple big games coming up, and 5 or 6 to play. We're gonna keep rolling, and the plan at the end of the day is to play these kind of games to set us up for late February when we hit our sectionals and see if we can get back there and try to win it this year.
Well, Coach, from what I can tell, this is your second year. You won the Will Height Award the last time you were here. Your team well coached, very respectful to everyone, and tonight you come out with a victorious 64-58 win over Wayne County. Congratulations to you. DJ, smooth-looking 30 points, young man.
Thank you.
Future's bright for you. Thanks for stopping up, guys.
Thank you, guys.
We'll
Thanks, Coach.
We'll bring the next game that Saunders plays if we get to play more basketball here in the Toyota Classic again. So for my broadcast partner, Mark Walls, I'm Mike Ritchie, Kevin Ritchie, the coach, Scott Willard. We're the Scott County Sports Network. Glad you could join us here tonight, and check out the ToyotaClassic.com website for updates on the tournament. And we'll be back bringing you basketball if we play it, if we can get out from underneath the snow here in Scott County. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening. Everybody be safe out there.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Coach.